Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Daily Live. I'm Tricia Swenson, coming to you live from our Vail Daily studios right here in Eagle Vale. We're going to be checking in with Ty Diaz. He'll be roaming around Avon, and Ken Hovey is down in Eagle to give us the haps on what's going on today. So Ty will be checking in with the town of Avon to find out some of their events happening this week, and as we roll into the 4th of July holiday weekend, what they have planned. And then also we'll have Claire Noble. She's with the Vail Symposium. She's going to let us know about David versus Goliath. Colorado takes on big tech with Attorney General Phil Weiser from the state of Colorado, as well as Allison Sherry, a journalist with Colorado Public Radio. And then Ken is going to go shopping at the Assembling Eagle, a great new restaurant right across from the Capitol Theater in downtown Eagle Ranch. And then we'll be checking in with Ruggs Benedict. We'll have a look at events today around the Vail Valley. We'll give you headlines, details about live music, weather, and more. So make sure you stick with us. We're going to be with you for the next 90 minutes or so. If we're having a little bit of fun, we'll keep it going at the end. But usually we're here 7 to 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. And don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. You can like us on Facebook and sign up for the alerts so you always know when we are going live. And make sure that you interact with us through our chat feature during the live show. You can ask us a question. If we have a guest that you want to know more about or a topic that you're curious about, you can put a question in the chat and we'll address that for you. And we also want to let you know you can watch us any time of the day. If you're not an early riser, we understand. You can simply watch us on Facebook or YouTube or Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, or also a podcast on Spotify. So maybe you're going for a hike, walking the dog. Maybe you're driving. You have friends driving up from the Front Range, DIA Airport, up to the valley. Have them pop this on Spotify and they can stay up to date with what's going on for our holiday weekend, which is just a couple of days away. It's hard to believe that we're already to June 29th. The month is almost over, but we're happy to have all the events back. It is a packed summer of fun and activities. So let's get to that. Yesterday, I had the day off, my first day off in quite some time. So I took a nice hike up to Piney Ranch. If you've never been up to Piney Lake, Piney River Ranch, such a beautiful area. I had some friends in town from Arizona, so we were totally beating the heat. Although it was very cool yesterday, it was a great time to go up there. About 55 degrees, 60 degrees, a little overcast, but it was a wonderful day for a hike. So what's your favorite hike in the Vail Valley? Let's put it up to the chat and see what we come up with. I'm tending to love the hikes where I get a gondola ride down. My knees are feeling it after years of skiing. So I love Overlook Trail on Beaver Creek, and I love the Cabin Fever over out of Vail Village to Midvale. That's my new favorite. Fast, steep, you get the job done, and then you ride the gondola down. But yeah, in chat, let us know what's your favorite hike throughout the Vail Valley, and we'll check in with the chat later. But we're going to give you a first look at the weather. This weather is brought to you by Betteridge, fine jewelry and watches since 1897. They're located right there in Solaris. Check out some of the trunk shows that they have going on this summer. They had Paul Morelli there recently. I'm not sure if that show is still there, but real awesome jewels and those watches. You got to check them out. But here's what's happening for today's weather. Now we're going to be pretty nice this morning. And then the chance of showers increases after about 3 p.m. So between 3 and 5 is when they're saying we have a chance of thunderstorms and rain showers. And then after that, then it kind of decreases to about 30% down to 10%, according to the National Weather Service. What this is going to do is everyone that thinks they're going to go to the Tuesday night concert, Hot Summer Nights, they're going to think, oh, it's raining. I'm not going to go. Don't let that deter you. There's covered seating under the pavilion. It's a free show. Donovan Frankenreiter is playing tonight. So we got to get out there. Just bring the umbrella, dress for it. It'll be a little cool. Of course, not nearly as warm as it was last week for the first one. Perfect weather for that one. But you know what? Just really don't let the weather deter you, because Donovan Frankenreiter, such a great artist. He's played in the Vail Valley before. He's going to be taking the stage at about 6:30. So just bring the rain gear, and then plan to see under the covered seating. And I think once it starts, I think the rain's going to stop. I don't know. That's a prediction of mine. But I think what's going to happen is people are going to stay home because it's raining like at 4 o'clock. But you got to realize the weather moves quickly through our area. We hardly ever have all day rains. So just consider that this evening. And I'll see you at the Donovan Frankenreiter show. All right, let's take it down to our remote folks and see where they are at. It looks like we've got Ken Hobie standing by down in Eagle. Hey, Ken, I haven't seen you in a while. What's been up?
It's been a while. Pleasant day out here. Tricia, Donovan Frankenreiter is playing. That's huge. It could probably do just about anything. Hail, sleet, storm. He's still going to deliver there at the amphitheater. I wouldn't be too worried about the weather, as Tricia mentioned. And he is such a fantastic performer. He also is a surfer. And if you guys aren't familiar with his music, Jack Johnson kind of style, Donovan Frankenreiter being a surfer, we're down here at the river park where you can surf. I'd love to have him down here. The water's kind of low right now for him to be surfing, but this is going to be a fantastic show, and I would encourage you to go. I haven't been to a Tuesday night concert in quite a while, Tricia, and I have to say, unfortunately, I will be missing tonight's show due to the fact I'm going to be down here for the Tuesday night race series that Eagle is putting on. If you recall, Vail usually does theirs in town. That race series is now completed, and they're going to shift everything down here. So I'm going to be talking to Brian Hall here in just a little while around 7:30 to share with you what the race format is like down here and what you can expect. The nice thing about this park is that with the water levels dropping, we're going to start to see more tubing, stand-up paddleboarding. These races, 4th of July is upon us, and it is going to be quite busy down here. But I'm excited for the show. I'm curious, where's Ty Diaz today, Tricia?
Well, Ty's in Avon, but I gotta tell you something. The last time I saw Donovan Frankenreiter in Vail, your wife was standing right next to me. He played in like the Billabong store. Do you remember when the Billabong store was kind of up near the top of Bridge Street, but kind of where like the Burton store went in and everything? Yeah. And he played just a little set, kind of après ski, and your wife Brandy was there. So tell Brandy if she wants to come to the show, I'll be there.
Yeah, I think she's sleeping in today, but I would not be surprised if she weighs between coming and watching her old husband race against the Young Bucks or going to see Donovan Frankenreiter. It's going to be a very popular concert. I love his music. I think that it resonates with a lot of our viewers here. So should be a good time out there. Excited to hear the news about that, get out here and race, and just to be back. It's been a pretty interesting week or so with the fires that are going on. I just want to send our heartfelt thanks to the firefighters and first responders that are working on the Sylvan fire. I was down yesterday cruising by the Eagle County Regional Airport where they have their makeshift compound set up to deal with this fire. And if you see a firefighter around town or anywhere and like they're buying dinner, just go ahead and pick up their tab because of how hard they're working. They're actually, some of them, not all of them, they are sleeping in their tents in the parking lot that is right there next to the airport. So it's not even like they have the best, place to stay. It's not like they're staying up at a hotel. They're like basically camping out and they're fighting for us up there. So thank you to the men and women. We appreciate it very much.
Hey, Ken, you mentioned the flow has been a little bit lower on the Eagle River now. Has the tubing begun? Have you started the tubing?
No, not yet. Not yet. Every day is, I wonder when we're going to start tubing operations. Just to throw it out there, we operate a little tubing rental company called Eagle Tubing down here at the park when the water levels drop, and they're really starting to come into the wheelhouse. Although still moderately high, this is a great area to bring kids down to, make sure they have their life jackets on, but let them tube through and then walk back through the park and take it all in. And for the parents, Tricia, I don't know if you're aware of this, you can have an open container here at the Eagle River Park. So
no way.
Yeah, you can. Wow. So while the kids are tubing, you can have a bonfire beer, hang out riverside, and I'll have more information on that from Brian coming up here, probably in about 20 minutes.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, let's take it over to Ty Diaz. He is standing by in Avon. He's going to be talking to the folks of Avon today, checking in with Ruggs Benedict. Ty, okay, cool. I see you're in front of one of those new art pieces.
Yes, you're absolutely right. This is Possibility Plaza, I believe, as long as I'm standing somewhat on a sidewalk wherever there's statues. and artwork around, then I'm in Possibility Plaza, where that's our feature. Behind me, take a look at this beautiful piece known as Picasso's Chair, and the artist is Janine DeRico Cable. $11,000 if you're looking for that piece of work to go right there in your yard, in your home, or your studio apartment. If that's all that you need because you appreciate the land, then it goes right outside. But I'm also at a bus stop, and throughout Avon, you'll find different posting up locations to wait for the bus to take in the art. But you'll find the painted benches through here, which is really comforting and just kind of colorful and vibrant. It kind of reminds me of watching like 70s programming, and everything was rainbow and bright and beautiful and happy and cheery and gay. But yeah, more paintings, more artwork can be found. People leaving their mark. But behind my camera person, Carrie, you'll find construction. Avon is changing. It's still going by the same name, but you could drive by saying, didn't there used to be a restaurant right there?
I know. And didn't Cassidy's? Like, yeah, Cassidy's hole in the wall. We had Montana's. Yeah, Finnegan's Wake.
Montana's, you name it. Yeah, this is where we are. But also wanted to share with you the views of Beaver Creek right behind me, but a different point of view, that iconic mountain face right there that people tend to hike and climb and take a picture through there. We've also seen some of the classic Beaver Creek pictures celebrating each year Beaver Creek and the views that you might find a hiker standing on a ledge with their dog. That's it right there, still looking the same. And then more cascading over to the right, you'll see, your left, my right, the way I'm pointing, the areas of Ritz-Carlton, Bachelor Gulch, gorgeous and green, and the sky conditions clearer.
Ty, have you ever taken that hike of that little cliff face over there?
Yes, once. Do you have time? Sit down. Let me tell you a story. I was hiking. I hiked it once a few years ago with some friends of mine, younger generation than me, just really huffing and puffing like they can climb. And I saw the path going left, that zigzag to the right. These guys went straight up that face. We're on our hands and knees like we're climbing a new staircase to heaven over there. And I was out of breath. They were waiting on me. And let's just say they weren't very patient. But I've been there. I've been there. It's gorgeous up there.
It's scary.
But there's not a water station up there.
Yeah. There's no water station. I've been up that hike area too. And I was on, Ty, I was kind of on a date, if you will. And I didn't really, the guy was like, oh yeah, let's go up this hike. And I kind of had this inkling that he didn't really know what he was doing. And he really did not know what he was doing. So it was scary, probably the most scared I've ever felt on a hike was up there and everything. So
I'm not going to ask how the date turned out, but no one's ever called that lover's leap.
Yeah, it was one and done. It was one and done. But that is oh man, I don't know. I'd like to try going up there again with someone that actually knows what's going on and how to scramble up that side. But I'll
take the escalator.
Yeah, totally. Hey Ty, what is your favorite hike in the valley? We're asking the chat.
Woo, so I'm glad that you asked. So for a long time in Beaver Creek, I've done often with visiting friends, especially overlook at Beaver Creek. And so I'll take the gondola up, hike back down. That was my routine for years. Then some people introduced me to their best way to get to Beaver Lake. And I've actually done that twice in the same summer. And we've timed it and gotten there in under an hour, maybe 50 minutes. I don't know, not to be, so technical, 47 minutes, give or take. But I did a hike yesterday, and you can find it on my Facebook page, a little bit of it. I was documenting my trip, about a half hour, give or take, taking pictures. Then I put the smart device away. I did that Gondola 19 at Lion's Head, crossed over to the top of Gondola 1. That was a fun one, and there was a lot to see. So that's my first hike of summer yesterday, and that's my favorite one so far this year.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you know what? I like the Overlook Trail, but I like to go up it, and then I take the gondola down. So we could do a high five on the crossover. We'll
Fivers to you.
As each other. Okay. Oh, here we are. Yeah. Okay. There's your hike, Ty. We got your Facebook page up. Yeah. You know what? It's so pretty up there, the views, and it was so nice and cool. Very comfortable hiking weather, I think, too.
It was a lot of fun up there yesterday, and I also noticed the summertime. Yes, there's a tubing hill. You might find the video of that I've shot of that. Families enjoying the tubing hill. Kids were screaming, having a good time. They had the little kiddie zip line zone was going. The bigger features weren't going, but plenty of activity. And I got a chicken sandwich first at the outdoor grill. Delicious. and it came with a side of fries for the price point. Yeah, so
Hey, were they
delicious.
waffle fries or just regular fries?
No.
Okay.
But I love me a waffle fry, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. You know what? I've been on that summer tubing hill before too, and it's so fun. It you get that exhilarating feeling. It's about a 550-foot long track that you go down, so you're going for a while, and you see the views. You're hooting and hollering. Lots of fun there.
If you take a look on my hike, going back to I'm trying to think of the name of the route that I took. It's not coming to me. It's early. I'm not sure.
Was it fireweed? Was it fireweed?
It's crossing over to the gondola one. Inside there, someone built like some stacked trees, like a cabin. Maybe you can find that photo, and then hung a painted sign that says "Welcome Home." So I was thinking about Airbnb that out. I'm not sure if you know anyone looking for an adventure place to stay.
Totally, a mountain
for the same price as this statue, $11,000.
Yeah, totally. For the mountainside cabin. Yeah, it's fun to head up there. And there's a lot of different markings and different information kiosks and things that you can look at. I could see you're heading out towards the Gore Range. Yep, that's awesome.
Those were so fantastic. And on top of Vail Mountain, there's a lot of new signage in the early part of that trail, the direction and the route that I took. So if you can see some of those posts, I've never noticed them before, and I've done that hike once before.
Yeah.
But they're really building that out. My buddy Sam was with me, and he asks, "Are those signs normally there in the wintertime?" And I'm like, "No, Sam, they're not."
Yeah.
No.
I know. We're like, where did those come from? Okay. All right. Yep. So cool. Yeah, Ty. So Ty, I was up at Piney River Ranch. We drove up there, and that was beautiful. And I think are we gonna save the marmot, Rachel? Oh, let's do it right now. Okay, so I took a little video of this cute little marmot. We made it all the way up to the waterfalls. It's just short of 3 miles. So here's this little guy, and there's like little leaf or something on the rock that he was wanting to grab a little snack. So he's grabbing his little snack, and he's all busy, but he looked well fed. That's for sure. His fur looked good. So yeah, cute little guy up there last night. But
I've never made it to the waterfalls. I've gone out there with some friends. We've gone out there with a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and somewhere you're carrying them back. But I've never made it to the waterfall.
Yeah, we saw some kids that probably needed to be carried. All right. Oh, we got some chat. All right. So I've heard Craig Peak is really cool. I heard Shrine Pass is great for seeing wildflowers. Shrine Pass is probably amazing right now for wildflowers because it looked really good up at Piney River Ranch. Piney River Ranch sits at about 9,300 feet, and then you climb a little bit going out towards the falls. But I've never heard of Craig Peak. Ty, have you heard of Craig Peak before?
I haven't, but I have, like I said, I have been to Piney before, and man, what a bumpy ride. So I'm not sure what the others are like, but if you're doing a drive like that, choose the right vehicle and wear a mouth guard. You could lose a feeling just being in passenger seat.
I know, totally. Yeah. I found out last week when my car was in the shop that one of my struts isn't doing well, and I was driving that road. I'm like, probably not a good idea. So I got to get my car back into the mechanic
That's
today.
How struts go bad, doing drives like that.
Okay. All right. We'll check in with ideas later. We've got more coming up. Vail Daily Live. We're going to take it to a quick commercial break and come back with a few things that are going to be happening tonight, art-wise and entertainment-wise. So stay with Vail Daily Live.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Time now to find out what made headlines in today's Vail Daily for June 29th, Tuesday. And you can grab your paper right now. We've got them in the newspaper dispensers from East Vail all the way down to Gypsum, or go online. You can find the e-edition as well. But on the cover, a hangdog expression. John Torres and Ophelia, the pup, navigate down the Colorado River in Glenwood Canyon on Sunday near Glenwood. The canyon was hit with a series of mud and rock slides due to rain throughout the weekend, prompting several long closures. And that's what leads us into our headlines for today. No easy way around prolonged Glenwood Canyon closures for mudslides coupled with rollover on Cottonwood Pass creates headaches for drivers. Learn more about this on page A2 and A4. Also in today's news, Avon could withdraw its appeal of judge's recall order. A change of heart from one council member who voted in favor of the appeal could lead to a potential new vote. More on that on page A3. And also in the Sylvan fire news, it's at 27% containment on Monday evening. So that is good news. Some heavy hitting help is on the way to the Sylvan Lake fire, with the latest report from the U.S. Forest Service showing 27% containment of the blaze that has now consumed 3,775 acres, nearly 6 square miles. Read more about that on page A5. And also in today's news, well, in crime news, Leadville man involved in a high-speed chase in March was a no-show in court. The judge issues arrest warrant, raises bond for Ryan Sarens. You can learn more about this incident that happened a couple months ago on page A9. And also in crime, 2 of 3 Florida men charged with breaking into cars in Eagle County plead guilty. Learn more about that on page A9 and A11. And then also in tonight's great little advertisement here, Edgar Meyer's solo recital. That'll be a chamber concert playing tonight at 7 p.m. at the Florida Performing Arts Center. This unique concert kicks off Bravo's chamber music series. Edgar Meyer returns to Bravo Vail with a fascinating opportunity to hear a work in progress of his own composition. And Edgar Meyer will be here when Yo-Yo Ma comes and Chris T. Lee. They're doing their, it's called Not Our First Goat Rodeo. So that'll be later on at the Valar. So great to have Edgar Meyer here twice. But if you want to learn more about Bravo, just simply go to bravovail.org to get tickets, learn about some shows. They're going to have some great concerts this week. Well, let's take it out to Ken Hovey. He is standing by. He's down in Eagle, right near the Eagle River Park. Beautiful location and such a great amenity. And hello, Brian Hall.
Hello, how are you?
All the time. Whenever they come to me, they send me a message and it takes up my screen. Hi, Tricia. Yeah, Brian Hall's here.
Tricia, how are you, darling? Nice
I'm
to see you.
good. I missed you.
Happy summer.
Happy summer.
Why is it every time I see you, I think of the Buckaroo Bonanza Bunch?
Well, because I got a pair of chaps on below this camera. And if this camera tilted down, you'd see my cowboy shoes and my fuzzy chaps.
Well,
Oh,
Tricia,
yeah.
we're gonna-
Those were the days.
Got a princess behind it, too. I've seen her who's dressed as a princess.
That is true. Yeah, she is a princess. She's our queen.
Yeah.
Tricia, we'll have a little chat. We'll send it back to you for any questions in a moment. Brian, great to see you. While so many people do recognize Brian from Buckaroo Bonanza Bunch back in the day in Beaver Creek of entertaining everybody, different way of entertaining them now. You get to sit back and watch. We're talking about the Eagle River Whitewater Series.
We're working with the town of Eagle. We're trying to develop some great things for both residents and guests to do when they come here. And it's Tuesday night, which means, Ken.
Yes, it is time to compete. I missed this last week. I was bummed.
Ready for the effect? White, water, throw, down, in Eagle.
Colorado.
That's right.
Easy to find. We'll show the park in just a couple minutes, but to share with our viewers, historically over like the past, 8 weeks or so, we've been racing the town series in Vail on Gore Creek. Well, Gore Creek is pretty much, a trickle right now.
Right.
The Eagle River is prime, and we have whitewater races. So what are the events here?
And, all those races, they don't like to stop racing. So they came down here. We're doing, here's a funny thing. I don't know a lot about river racing and the water there, but I'm really enjoying getting to learn and know more about it. They've got those kind of things where you get on a board and the waves coming and it's doing this thing. You're kind of standing there.
Yeah.
What's that called?
River surfing.
River surfing. And they got that thing where you're on you're on a stand-up thing and you're racing and you go around the buoys.
Like
you're back in New England, they got buoys in the river.
Yeah.
They got that.
Racing.
And then you got 2 guys going like at each other, and they're just like, oh, they're so determined. They're just, the faces.
Oh yeah,
What's that?
Head-to-head kayak racing.
Head.
Yeah, kayak cross.
Kayak cross and all types of stuff. And it just goes on and on the whole time it's here. There's something going on, and it's really cool. A great group of people in the water watching, and it's a little cooler by the river, so it's a nice hot evening. It's a nice place to kind of chill and watch a great sport. We've got usually a few food trucks here, so there might be something to eat.
Smoothies even.
Smoothies, yeah.
We've got churros. I hear these are the world's best wings that are here.
That's what the rumor has.
I have not had them yet, so plenty of food. And is it still open container?
I think it is.
I think that's one of the beauties. So you come down, you eat wings, you watch racing, you have a beer, you let the kids play, and you cool off in the river.
It's not a bad world, baby. It's not a bad world.
Sounds like a tough thing to beat.
Yeah.
But to go on about it, all kidding aside, there is some river surfing. The river has started to drop, but there's a small enough wave out there. Head-to-head kayak racing, head-to-head SUV, and just a heck of a lot of fun. And I do have some footage if production could bring it up. This park, Brian, this is like the most awesome amenity.
It's a little gem. The town council of Eagle and some of the other folks that came in to kind of, this took a ton of planning. You had to get like the Army Corps of Engineers involved, which is not an easy group to kind of move forward. They did a lot of work to kind of design this out, and the future of it is going to be awesome. We're starting to have events here. We have the Eagle Farmers Market on Fridays. We just had a water safety event here on Sunday, kind of helping families know a little more about water safety, because rivers are great, but they can be a little dangerous. You have to kind of pay attention to that.
Make sure you do it right. Wear a life jacket. Yeah. And the other key piece of equipment is good river shoes.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize that. They're like, why would I wear good shoes? Because
I never knew that.
If you swim, you need to get out of the river.
I thought my cons were fine. I thought they were fine.
Very topsiders. Production, if you have that footage, I would love for you to bring that up here now or in a moment.
Hello,
there
Control.
It is.
Thank you, Control.
Check it out. I wanted to show our viewers, because you and I are kind of stationary, but the Eagle River Park, this area, it used to be like a truck stop, a rest area. It had dumpsters set up here, but now what a beautiful park this is.
It is gorgeous. We've got a lot of places here, picnic tables, nice grassy area, bathrooms, and I see families come down here in the middle of the day with their kids and kind of play in the kind of eddies, the kind of quieter places, especially later in the summer. Front part of the summer is a little bit busier. I see people coming here at lunch or after work and jumping in with a kayak or a board, and eating something, having a cold brew or something. And we'd like to have that.
And forgive me, I'm in the corner of their monitor, like they're watching me hold my hand up. It's because the sun, so we can see our B-roll. You mentioned having the bathrooms. There's also changing rooms here, because there's nothing more awkward than getting changed in a bathroom with people stopping by. Bonfire Brewing has their fire pit down here. And of course, one subtle reminder to everyone is keep it clean.
Keep it clean, baby.
Keep it clean. Look at that park, though. I mean,
it's a nice place.
It is awesome.
It's one of our unknown gems down here as we start to get more and more really cool places, built up for families and other individuals to enjoy.
Not so unknown. You have the highway just ripping by.
True. We just, and they're noticing and they're coming.
This is like a magnet for anybody cruising I-70, especially when they see the event going on. Before we move on to just a couple things going on in Eagle, time schedule for tonight's event.
Tonight we start, I believe, about 5:30. So you get here a little bit early, 4:30, 5 o'clock. There's registration, and then there is a safety meeting right before we begin. And it runs about 5:30 to roughly 8 o'clock, I would say.
Okay.
And there's a little bit of celebration, award ceremony at the tail end.
I'm racing tonight. The reason being, my buddy Derek Dreyer, he's trying to take his title from Up Valley down here, and I don't know.
You got to stop him, aren't you, Ken? You got to stop him.
I'm going to try my best. Were the hair farmers here?
No, okay.
Sure. I don't know. Rob.
But there was a family that is known as the River family. That
the St. John's.
They are incredible.
Yeah,
they are awesome.
And Ferguson.
Whole family of them.
Yeah, no,
must be 24 of them, just coming out of everything, jumping in the water and winning. It's amazing.
It is pretty darn stellar. They make their own surfboards.
Do they really?
Yeah, right here at Eagle.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing.
Surprise me.
Before we wrap it up, I wanted to talk about other things going on in Eagle.
Well, the one big thing I'd really like to get out, we just came through flight days. That was amazing. And we're moving towards 4th of July. We have canceled our fireworks like most of the communities within the valley out of deference to the fire danger. And we do, though, on 4th of July in the morning, starting at 10 o'clock, we have the Kids Bike Parade, a tradition in good old Eagle, Colorado. We're going to meet at the Medical Center, Colorado Medical Center, and go along the bike path up to Brush Creek That's sort of a longer ride for the kids, and we have hardy kids in this town.
Yes.
I don't know if you know it, but
like,
hardy kids.
What's it? Duffy's kid.
Yeah.
Aiden.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Brutal.
He's going to the Olympics.
This kid's a wild. But we also have sort of a secondary spot, sort of between the boneyard and the where the bike path comes up to Capitol for smaller riders, just to kind of catch on. So the first group will come up. The smaller riders will join them where the bike path meets Capitol. We'll ride over to the Brush Creek Park, and I have the Birds of Prey coming in, an exhibition of Birds of Prey coming from Nature's Educators. We've got some kind of fun
you're actually bringing in the birds of prey.
Yeah.
People don't realize until they actually see them in real. I mean,
they are stunning.
This isn't a parrot that you put on your
No.
shoulder in Mexico.
No. Right.
These birds are like this big. Their talons are larger than my hand. It's so neat to see them up close.
It's amazing, and we've got some games and activities and such, and we'll also be giving up, of course, 4th of July pop-ups. Popsicles. Popsicles for everybody.
The red, white, and blue ones.
I'm trying.
So those are probably
everything's in tight supply these days,
yes.
including red, white, and blue popsicles.
I am not surprised.
But I got a guy.
You know a guy.
I got a guy.
He pulls up. He's like, "Hey, I got a popsicle.
I got some
you want
popsicles
this or you want bomb pops?" Good to see you, Brian.
Nice seeing you.
We're gonna come back a little bit. I'm headed to the assembly.
Awesome. Great place.
Yeah.
Good food right in the middle of Eagle Ranch.
What else can you tell me about it?
It's a good place to eat.
Yeah.
Outside or inside. And you know what? I actually went through there. There's like the cleanest kitchen, the cleanest place I've ever seen.
I love those kind of places.
I mean, I like a place that takes food seriously, both back of house and front of house. The food's been amazing. The reviews, everybody's just raving about it. Have a nice fine dining place down here in Eagle.
The assembly. That's where I'm going.
Maybe you and I should come back later, like
I would.
for dinner.
Yeah. After the race, couple beers. Tricia, you have any questions back there in the studio?
Oh, I love the fact that they're going to have popsicles. The red, white, and blue popsicles.
You got to have popsicles. What's 4th of July without a popsicle?
It's true.
I know. Totally. All right. Brian, lots of great things going on. I love that those birds of prey are going to be back. They're fascinating. You need to see those up close. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Have fun going to the assembly. All right. We'll see you at the assembly. That's where Ken will be heading to next. He's down by the Eagle River Park. He's going to hop in his vehicle and drive to downtown Eagle Ranch, right across from the Capitol Theater. We've got the Boneyard right there, Seven Hermits, Color Coffee, all in downtown. But right now, let's take it out to Ty Diaz, who's standing by in Avon. He has our weather.
Thank you very much,
Hi,
Tricia
Ty.
Swenson. Good to see you this morning. Good to see you. Thank you for watching Vail Daily Live. And you can subscribe on Facebook and on YouTube. And we're looking forward to your questions while we are sharing with you what's happening, well, today around Avon. Not much going on, but love seeing the doggies at play, getting some training in right here, Harry Nottingham Park. Also the home of where you'll find your free shows and music and live entertainment on Wednesdays and Sundays. But looking at today being Tuesday, let's look at what happened about a month ago today to the date. I believe was our first Vail Daily Live Memorial Day weekend, if I have the dates correct. Or was it yesterday? What's Tricia? Was it yesterday or today?
Yeah, we're a month old.
Today.
Yes.
We need our own king cake of some kind.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
Yes, to all of us. But look, and to all the viewers too for being with us this entire month long. But speaking of long, check out the distance. Blue skies just far west of us, as far as we could see. Some clouds out there as well. Cloud conditions over Beaver Creek and north and south of us. But a really nice temperature. Beautiful Tuesday. Clearer sky conditions you can see as well. And when I checked my phone earlier, it was 48 degrees here in Avon. And as we look at today, still keeping chances of showers in the forecast for today, where we were over the weekend at that 50%, at that 80%. As we're moving towards the middle of the week right now, we're looking at that decreasing chances, that 30%, but keeping those cooler temperatures around for our daytime highs. I believe we're looking at the mid 60s, depending on your feel. And more in the sun, it could feel more roasting in the 70s. Or if you're in the higher elevations, then you're going to find that with a little bit of wind speed anywhere on a ridge line. And that could be the 50s because of that wind chill factor. Yesterday, I did that hike on Vail Mountain and I had a light sweater with me. I was walking through the trees, and in those areas, that's where my light jacket was needed, coming back out into the sun, ready to pull that thing off. And that's going to be a similar day for you. As we continue to look at this evening, now we're finding the mid 40s, cooler temperatures for a really cozy window cracked open, deep sleep. Doesn't mean that I was almost running late for work this morning. Get that thought out of your head. But as we look at the next couple of days, still hanging out in those cooler temperatures, not where we were last week. The 80s, feeling like the 90s and those triple digits. We're going to feel and climb into the mid 60s, low 70s. But here in Colorado and weather-wise, man, it could change at any time. This is just a suggested forecast that could certainly become more drastic on the colder or the hotter end. This weather is brought to you by the town of Avon, the heart of the valley. Tricia, were you wearing any sweaters or anything while doing your bike ride yesterday?
Yeah, you know what? I did layer up. I wore long sleeves up at top, and it was a little warm. When you're hiking up, you kind of have to gauge how hard it's going to be. I knew it wasn't going to be that hard for me, so I decided to just put the base layer on. But then afterwards, we went to the restaurant at Piney River Ranch, and we were going to sit on the picnic table, and this breeze came off the lake. It was like 55 degrees. I tell you, I don't like 50 to 59 degrees. It's too hot to ski, and it's too cold for me to golf, bike, or hike. So we hopped inside and got our salads and sandwiches. Good food up there. You're a foodie. I know you would like it.
I've been chasing food since COVID. So yeah, we got to see what's on the menu.
Yeah. They've got a great Mexican burrito that you would love with this green salsa that's got a kick to it. So, all right. Okay. Thanks, Ty, for that.
Thank you.
Hey, we want to take a look at a few things that are going on now. Tonight we have the Town of Vail Arts Series, and this is a really cool experience that you can do even before the Tuesday night concerts. So what you're going to do is you're going to travel down to the Ford Amphitheater. 3:30 to 5 is how long this will be, because it is an actual art project that you do. And Tuesdays, today, we're doing painting plates. One thing about the painting plates, the turnaround time on that is going to be about a week. So if you are traveling back home, they can mail that for you. So don't let that deter you. If you're like, oh, I can't take my plate home. No, we will get it to you. So the Alpine Arts Center is teamed up once again with the Town of Vail for this great art series that's happening pretty much every Tuesday. Throughout the months. Well, not every Tuesday. So this tonight, and then July 6th and 20th, and then we'll go into August. And so, and they do everything from scarf making with that marbling effect. They have embroidery, stitched wildflower on canvas. So a lot of cool things that'll be happening. And what's nice about this, since the Alpine Arts Center has teamed up with the Town of Vail, this is offered at a discounted rate of $25 per person. So that'll be this evening if you want to do that. And you're covered. You're in that little, I call it the lobby area, the pre-convene if you want. Right before you go into the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater, there's a big covered area, almost like these big tents. So rain or shine, these events are happening on select Tuesdays throughout the summer. So check out that this afternoon. Once again, that starts right at 3:30, goes till 5, and then the gates open at 5:30. So literally, you kind of wrap up, you go to the bathroom, you fix your hair, and you go on into the concert right after that. A few other things that are happening, hot summer nights. So the big news tonight is Donovan Frankenreiter is going to be taking the stage, and Ken Hove and I were just talking about him, and he's been playing for, I can't believe this, almost 4 decades. He's been traveling the globe, first as a professional surfer, now as a musician. He was born in Southern Cali. He spent most of his youth chasing waves, turning pro at the age of 16. But these days, Frankenreiter is creating waves with his laid-back grooves, philosophical lyrics, and soulful delivery. He's performed at Vail before, and he brings his free spirit here in June. So if you know that song, Free, just, you know what, put him on YouTube. You'll hear the sounds and you'll be like, oh yeah, I've heard that guy. Similar to Jack Johnson, they were contemporaries, especially back in the 2000s. We used to listen to them all the time. But Donovan Frankenreiter will be playing for free. Gates open once again at 5:30. Show starts at 6:30, and it goes till about 8:30, 8:45. And you can get your dinner there. They've got the grill open for you. Last week I had the noodle bowl, so it was a lot of fun. So check that out. That'll be tonight. And then we just continue all throughout the next several Tuesdays with what we have going on at the Hot Summer Nights, brought to you by Moe's Barbecue. Such a fun summer series, so don't miss it. And don't let the weather deter you as well. It looks like our chance for rain is mostly between about 3 and 5 o'clock. And that's many times when people are deciding if they're going to go to the concert or not. I say go look at that huge rooftop pavilion. You can sit underneath there. They can fit 3,000 people in the entire Ford Amphitheater. So I don't think you'll have a problem getting a seat under the covered seating tonight. For more information, you can go to grfa.avail.com to get information on these shows and much more that's happening at the Ford Amphitheater. And then Bravo Vail, don't forget Edgar Meyer solo recital is tonight. This is going to be at the Villar Performing Arts Center. It's the kickoff of their chamber series. That'll be at the Villar Center. It was at the Donovan Pavilion last year. They've moved it over to the Villar. And Edgar Meyer, like I mentioned earlier, he will be coming back when he joins Yo-Yo Ma and Chris Teatley when they do what's called Not Our First Goat Rodeo. But Bravo has a huge lineup this week. We'll be welcoming the Dallas Symphony Orchestra soon as well. We just wrapped up the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra, and Anne-Marie McDermott, their artistic director, she's so excited about this season, especially after having an abbreviated season last year. Tickets are available, bravovail.org. For more information, you can just head there to get your details, find some shows you want to go see, put them on your calendar. My favorites are the ones that are outside at the Ford Amphitheater. I love to sit on the lawn, bring a picnic, and listen to that beautiful music. And then Tiki Tuesday is going on as well, and that will be happening tonight over at the Grand Hyatt Vail. A lot of people wonder, wait, where's the Grand Hyatt Vail? Not the Park Hyatt in Beaver Creek. Grand Hyatt is what was Hotel Talisa. Many people know that as the Vail Cascade. If you're really old school, it used to be a Westin, but they're doing a fun thing with a tiki grill daily from 11 to 4, but then on Tuesdays, they bring out the deals. They're going to give you deals on cocktails and food. So stop by them. That could maybe be a precursor, a little pregame before you go to the Hot Summer Nights concert tonight. So that's Tiki Tuesdays. We have Ty Diaz standing by. He is in Avon, and it looks like he's got the town of Avon with him. All right. Hey, guys.
Good morning. Thank you. You're watching Vail Daily Live. Ty Diaz broadcasting live. Harry Nottingham Park, and I'm with the mayor of Avon. This is Sarah Smith-Himes. Good morning, Sarah. How are you this
How
morning?
are you?
Good to see you again.
I know.
Last time we spoke and met, we were talking about statues around Avon, and we were hanging out in front of the new town center with the skier statue behind us. And a lot of folks that were watching the show were learning about that new building and that statue and about art and Avon and all new things then. But the list goes on. You're sharing with me more new possibilities in Avon. Avon Live, Sunset Live, Lakeside Cinema. Okay, we're excited to learn more. Tell us what's going on. What else is new in Avon?
Well, it's a huge week coming up. So we have Wednesdays, we have on Possibility Plaza, along Possibility Plaza, the Main Street Mall, we have a weekly art exhibition. This week it features Gretchen Norwalk. So it's from 11 to 4 every Wednesday on the Main Street Mall. So you can grab some lunch and then wander around the booths. There are about 30 booths of different kinds of art. So it's an exciting new thing here in Avon. We also have some music at the Art Expo. Skansen and Hansen are going to be there, a guitar duo, instrumental duo. They'll be here this week. So that's of course happening. But the big event for this week, of course, is Salute to the USA.
Salute to the USA.
Salute to the USA.
We didn't have one last year around the world. A lot of us didn't have a lot of things around this time last year. Feels really awesome to have it back. We're starting to get back to normal of things. Not every feature that we are used to with this Salute to the USA is going on, but that's not to stop us from getting out and celebrating the holiday together here in Harry Nottingham Park.
Exactly.
So what's going on with Salute to the USA?
So we have this unbelievable music lineup. Carl Denson's Tiny Universe and Tab Benoit.
Okay.
So we can't have fireworks. We have to respect the danger and we have to honor our firefighters who may be elsewhere.
Oh, yeah.
So we had to cancel it despite the rain. But this music lineup is going to be so unbelievable. We're going to have a family fun zone.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be music, and there'll be food and drink, and it's going to be great. We will have some road closures, but we've got public transit set up. There are going to be shuttles running from Eaglevale, from Walmart, from Freedom Park. So we check out the avon.org Salute website to see where you can get free transportation. Eco Transit is running for free for us from 3 o'clock from Eagle. So the parking is going to be a little difficult. So try to take public transit if you can. but it's going to be an amazing event, even if we don't have the fireworks.
Live music, a show, Harry Nottingham Park. I can see it now.
I know.
I can see the blankets over there, the chairs over here, food vendors, food trucks, just the merriment, the good time,
Exactly.
and friendly pets on a leash and a kid zone. It normally happens through here, but is the park still going to be roped off as well?
So the entire perimeter of the park is going to be the lake, the beach will be open,
Okay.
but there will be a perimeter around the greater park area, and Lake Street will be closed. But there are lots of ways to access it and lots of transportation options. So it's going to be I'm so excited. So
Let's
bring your
hope every-
dance shoes.
Yes. Okay. I was going to say, help us all plan. Bring
Yeah.
your dance shoes.
Bring your
But
dance shoes.
get here early, find your location, set your pin location here so your friends and family can
Yep.
find you out here.
Yep.
But what's allowed, what's not allowed to be brought into
Good.
Nottingham
That's a
Park?
great question. So we will have dogs are not allowed in the immediate area, but there will be a dog zone.
Oh,
You can't bring in your own alcohol because we will be selling alcohol here.
okay.
There'll be food and alcohol for sale. You can bring in your own food if you want. Bring your chairs, bring your blankets. The gates open at 5. So it's going to be great. It's going to be a great night.
This is going to be a great night. And with some of the other features that have been going on as far as the art on Possibility Plaza, the show on the backstage on Sundays, here on Wednesdays, what has the town noticed and seen traffic-wise? Like, how is it being received?
It's being so well received. Even the other night, we had the fabulous Femmes. This is the best venue in the whole world.
It's a
as you can
fantastic
see.
view. Look at this view.
So Sunset Live happens every Sunday afternoon back there. On Sunday we had the fabulous Femmes this past Sunday. Next Sunday we're going to have Evolution. Sunset Live starts at 6 o'clock every Sunday, 6 to 8. We also have Avon Live comes back next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And
Cinema on the lake.
Lakeside Cinema.
Lakeside Cinema. That's
Lakeside
how it's
Cinema.
worded.
yeah, that starts on Friday, July 9th. It starts when it gets dark, about 8:15. The first film is going to be Coco. So bring the family, bring your blanket, and watch a movie by the lake.
Okay, so where is it going to be set up on the lake? Where?
I think it's here.
Right here.
I think the screen is here.
Okay. Do you see yourself here, July 9th, Coco on the lake here? It is Lakeside Cinema. Avon is certainly getting us all back outside and helping us all just feel local and warm and together again. And what about the public mask on, mask off rule?
No mask
Avon?
rules.
Okay.
No mask.
But if you're comfortable to wear yours, you're more than you're
Of
invited
course,
to. Why
absolutely,
not? Yeah,
absolutely. Whatever
that's
makes you comfortable. There's no mask requirement.
And
Public transit, there is a mask requirement.
yes, that's true. I did that when I was riding the Vail inner buses yesterday. So my mask is still in my pocket. Perfectly fine with that. The evening time, cooler temperatures, bundled up. But bring your dancing shoes. Log on to the Town of Avon's website to find out about the events. And we will see you here, Tricia Swenson. Anything going on in the chat corner?
You know what? Well, people are saying happy anniversary for our 1 month anniversary here. But Ty, I got one question for Sarah. If gates open at 5, but if we wanted to come a little earlier and maybe play frisbee or hang out or grab a spot, could we do that?
Yep. The perimeter in terms of checking for alcohol and that kind of thing, that will happen at 5, but you're welcome to come early, of course.
Okay.
And enjoy the park and the beach and the lake and the sups and the paddle boards. Spend the day.
Okay, perfect. I'll bring the dog
the
out.
summer in Avon.
I know. Yeah, definitely. You guys have a lot going on. And the best source, again, Sarah, if we want to find out more?
Avon.org/salute. Has all the info you need.
Okay,
All right,
perfect.
thank you very much
Good
for
to
your
see you,
time.
Ty.
Good to see you this morning.
Thank
Now back
you.
to you, Tricia.
All right, thank you. And you can always check out discoveravon.org too for more details on what's happening in the town of Avon, especially Nottingham Park. It is such a hot spot for live music and activities, movies now by the lake. So we are excited about that. All right, so we're going to go to a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the Vail Symposium's event going on this week. And we'll be heading down Valley. Ken Hovey is standing by at the Assembly, a brand new restaurant in Eagle Ranch.
It's back. The 81st Annual Eagle County Fair and Rodeo rides into town July 21st through the 24th. Enjoy the thrill of the Great Northern Fair Carnival rides daily. Great food, live music, 4-H exhibits, and more. Plus all the action of PRCA Pro Rodeo. Friday and Saturday nights, kick up your heels with country singing sensation Buck Ford. Don't miss the action. Get your tickets online now for the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo.
We are back with Vail Daily Live. Joining me now, we have Claire Noble. She's with Vail Symposium, and they have a very interesting topic going on tonight. It is David versus Goliath. Colorado takes on big tech. It'll be from 6 to 7 as a Zoom webinar.
Yes.
But Claire, tell us a little bit about this. And we were just talking offline about like how Google is just like taking over the world, so to speak.
So we have Phil Weiser coming tonight. He's Colorado's Attorney General. We actually hosted him 2 years ago, but he'd only been on the job about 6 months.
Okay.
Now he's got 2.5 years under his belt. He's argued before the Supreme Court, and now he's taking on Google, but he's not doing it alone. In this day of polarization, this is actually a bipartisan. 37 states have joined in this lawsuit together against Google.
Wow.
But yesterday there was a bit of a setback because I don't know if you heard about this, but a judge dismissed a lawsuit from the Federal Trade Commission against Facebook for antitrust, for creating a monopoly in social media. So the bar is going to be pretty high to prove that this company really is engaging in monopolistic activity.
Well, and this is one thing I remember learning about that in high school in history classes. Monopolies, what does it do? And antitrust. I remember Bell Telephone and all these things growing up, and like, nope, you can't have that. The telephone companies, they come into monopoly, and it's interesting that the internet is still pretty much a new frontier when it comes to things like monopolies and what do we allow and what do we regulate?
And there are some people who are speculating that this may be unnecessary, that there might be a public backlash against big tech, big companies that seem to dominate our lives. I mean, if you think about Facebook, Google, Amazon, how they sort of reach into all of our lives. And I have to say, for the Attorney General, as I prepared for this program, it's amazing how many areas of our lives his office touches.
Wow.
He's done lawsuits against the opioid industry, against lenders doing student loans, but doing, unfair practices in student loans, clean water rights. So he is like in all different areas of trying to protect Coloradans from unfair practices.
Okay, so that'll be super interesting to hear what he has to say. But then also tell us about Allison Sherry.
She's a veteran journalist, award-winning. She actually started on the healthcare beat with the Denver Post like 20 years ago, worked her way up, ended up being their bureau chief in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
She won a Pulitzer Prize because she was on the team that investigated the Aurora shooting.
Oh, wow.
And so she's then came over to Colorado Public Radio in 2017, and she's their justice reporter. So these two know each other very well.
Okay, that'll be fun to hear what they have to say. But it's also going to be interesting to see how Google positions themselves, because they insist that their methods are all in the service of providing users the most relevant results.
Well, we were talking offline about trying other search engines, and frankly, my experience, maybe yours as well, is they're not as good. And so I am of kind of two minds on this. They do offer a good product, but I'm also a little bit scared about their product. For one thing, they collect a lot of data on you. What do they do with that data? And why aren't they compensating you for that data?
Oh yeah, it's interesting. If I do some Google searches and then all of a sudden I get all sorts of like random phone calls, spam calls, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
I feel like I think about something or I mention something in conversation, and the next thing I know, there's ads for it in my Google feed or in my Facebook wall.
I'll be talking to my stepdaughter about, taking the LSAT, and then pretty soon I'm getting LSAT ads, and I'm like, I'm not taking the LSAT, people. So it is really kind of mysterious, like who's listening to us and how much data are they collecting? Yeah, your searches, all that kind of stuff. So, well, this would be interesting tonight. So 6 to 7 p.m.
Yes.
It's a nice way to wind down your day. You can maybe be getting ready for dinner, chopping up some vegetables, listening to all this going on, because these are still on Zoom.
Yeah, and unlike the cable news or network news, you can actually ask questions of the people who are talking.
Awesome.
So we have a Q&A option. You type your question in there. We do get to those questions later in the program.
Okay, and how have they been going so far? You're a couple weeks into your summer
Yeah,
season.
we're about 6 weeks in. This is our sixth program. We have 17 more between now and November 10th. And we will start offering a mix of in-person programs. Our first in-person program is actually just a couple weeks away on July 12th.
Okay, what's that topic?
That's two ambassadors in conversation discussing foreign policy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so interesting right now. And it's so cool the way that you get all these amazing people. On Zoom, it's a little easier to get them, but even before Zoom, you guys were bringing in the top experts in their field to our valley. It's so neat that we have the Vail Symposium.
Well, it's neat that we're living in the Vail Valley because that's actually a big selling point. I've actually had some people tell me when I've invited them to do a webinar with us, give me a call when you're doing in-person programs. I want to come to Vail in person. And it's funny too, we have some people who are like, I want to come in the ski season.
Yeah.
And I have other people telling me, call me back when you have something in July.
Yeah, they want to be here summer or winter. So we're so looking to have this off. Happy 50th anniversary, by the way, for the Vail Symposium.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the legacy that you guys have created.
And how we've changed since 1971 and had our ups and downs and gone in some directions, come back in another. And I think we're doing really well right now.
Yeah, they have such interesting topics. You can go to vailsymposium.org to find out more. But if you want to get signed up, do so today so you can hop into the Zoom. That's going to be tonight from 6 to 7. It is David versus Goliath. Colorado takes on big tech, featuring Phil Weiser and Allison Sherry. She's with Colorado Public Radio. Phil Weiser, of course, Attorney General for the state of Colorado. Thank you, Claire, for your time this morning.
Thanks, Tricia, for having me on.
Okay, all right. We'll be right back. We've got more Vail Daily Live coming up. We're going to stop by the assembly down in Eagle Ranch. Ty Diaz is hanging out in Avon, and we'll give you details on your fly fishing report and other events happening today and throughout the week. We are back with Vail Daily Live. I want to thank Claire Noble for coming in today to let us know about that cool topic that they're doing. Colorado takes on big tech, all part of Vail Symposium. Go to vailsymposium.org if you want some more details. But want to give you some details on the fly fishing report. John Packer was just in here yesterday. He was talking to Ashley LaFleur about what the fish are biting on, what's going on. He brought in all these cool shoes too. If you want to get out in the river, Ken Hovey was talking about footwear when you're out in the river. So whatever sport you're doing, proper footwear is really key, especially in our rivers, the river bottoms. Shoe choice is a big thing. Stop by there if you want to get some more details. Now, Fly Fishing Outfitters, locally owned, Orvis endorsed since 1992. They're located right in Avon. And right now, the Eagle River flows have been dropping. Even with a little bit of that rain, it's still dropping. It's a naturally fed river. Now, the Colorado is dam controlled. So they have been releasing water upstream out of Kremling to get some more flows into the Colorado rivers. So you never know quite what you're going to get just based on what they've released. But the flows for the Eagle River are looking pretty good right now. We're looking at caddis, pale morning duns, yellow Sally stoneflies. They're hatching throughout the day, starting around the mid-morning. And they're also fishing with dry droppers and nymphs right now. And then over on the Colorado River, a lot of caddis. They're looking at tan or peacock elk hair caddis, royal or peacock PMXs, and stimulator tam caddis pupas. Now, pale morning duns are also doing well. They've got the parachute Adams, royal wolves, Frenchies, and golden stonefly nymphs. And the fly, formerly known as Prince, I just like to say that because it's such a fun name. But stop by. They've got so many great pieces of advice for you. If you're going to go out on the rivers, you can do a float trip, you can do a wade trip. They can take you not only on the Eagle and the Colorado rivers, but Roaring Fork, Frying Pan. Here's a shot at some happy customers out there, and fishing is something we actually do all year long. You can see a little snow on the banks there, people bundled up, but right now, especially with the cooler temperatures and the water temperature starting to drop, the fish were really pretty stressed when we had 2 weeks of those high temperatures, and a lot of the professionals were asking you to maybe not fish as much and not fish, especially in the hot afternoons. But with the cooler temperatures, we're good to go. If you want to find out more, you can stop by and say hi to John Packer and the crew there. They'll give you details on what the fish are biting on, or they might help you with rentals if you want to go out and about on your own banks, or hop in a trip with them. They've got lessons, Orvis endorsed schools that they offer each week, pretty much throughout the whole summer. More details can be found at flyfishingoutfitters.net. But that could be a good thing to do. But book early because they're going to be busy this weekend because it is a holiday weekend. So they've got a ton of guides, but still, everyone's going to have the same idea. We want to go fishing. So make sure you give them a call to get some more details. But a few other events that are happening. We've got Walking Mountains. They're so busy. Walking Mountains, the Nature Center, the different hikes that they do out of their Avon campus. But they've got some fun little things that they're doing with the kids. It's called Earth Keepers. And they have a special event with illustrator Alice Fegan. She's a local. And they're going to do a book launch with the local picture book author. Alice will be there. Her new book, The Collectors, is a celebration of appreciating and exploring the natural world. And this week, Earth Keepers will do just that through story time, followed by a nature walk and a special collecting project. So for more information on that, you can go to walkingmountains.org. And then they're also doing something neat with their Science Behind series. They do this series all throughout the year, winter and summer. The topic this week is going to be the science behind music. And they've actually got the Runaway Grooms that are going to be hiking up and playing a little concert on the open meadows of Meadow Mountain, aptly named. And they're going to explore the connection between nature, music, and the artistic inspiration with members of the Runaway Grooms. They've got 5 guys in that band. They just got back from tour. They're super excited. They've got a new release coming out as well. So that's going to be 4:45 until 8:30 p.m. And you'll head out to the Grouse Trailhead in Minturn. Now, what's cool about this is their first event on the 27th of June sold out. When we looked on the website this morning, they had 6 spots left. So why not take a little hike, learn about nature with Walking Mountains, and then you'll be able to hop in to a little concert on the side of the mountain with Runaway Grooms. I can't think of a better way to spend the night. So check that out. Go to the website, walkingmountains.org, and get signed up for that. Once again, only about 6 spots left there. But we've got a weather for you now. Am I doing the weather, Rachel? Or are we going to? Okay, I need a drink of my water. Hey, thank you, Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, for my little cup here, little vessel. They got 2 locations. One is in Beaver Creek, brand new this last winter. The other one is over in Minturn, their original location, kind of right across from Grouse Mountain and Meadow Mountain, where there was the little concert on the mountain with Runaway Grooms will be happening tonight. But weather for your Tuesday, it's going to be, pretty nice right now. We're seeing clear skies and no worries, but those clouds will be building. And we have a chance of showers before 3 p.m. And then really the increased chance of showers happens between about 3 and 5. Taking a look at the National Weather Service, I'm going to pull up one of my favorite graphs. It actually gives you a kind of like a graph hour by hour. So at 3 o'clock, there's about a 61% chance of showers. By about 6 p.m., that rolls down to about a 40% chance of showers. So don't let that deter you from going out to the Tuesday night concert tonight. Hot Summer Nights happening this evening at 6:30. Temperature-wise, we're still going to be very mild, very cool. We had a very hot beginning of June, and now we've cooled down quite a bit, and that moisture is helping with fire mitigation. It's just helping with your lawn, and it's just cooling things off. So we'll expect that today. And then for the next couple of days, we'll see highs anywhere from the upper 60s, low 70s. Down valley will be a little bit warmer, and we'll have a chance of rain the next couple of days as well. But it looks like our Saturday should be pretty nice, a little warmer, high of 77. And we'll see just about a 20 to 30% chance of rain for Saturday. So that's a look at your weekend outlook. We've got more Vail Daily Live coming your way. Let's see, Rachel, are we going to take it to a break?
Yeah, let's go ahead and toss you a break.
Okay, we're going to take it to a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to let you know about what you can cook on your grill with our grill guru, Sean Naylor. We'll also let you know what's on the menu down at the assembly. And Ty Diaz is roaming around the town of Avon, so we'll check in with him as well. Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. Hey, want to say happy 1 month anniversary to Vail Daily Live. We've been with you for just a month now. This is kind of an experiment. We are trying a live stream show. Nothing like this has ever been done. The Vail Daily itself has been around for 40 years in print advertising, and now we're moving into the live stream world. So bear with us on any technical difficulties we may have. And also, we want to have you share with us. Share your photos, share your videos. I just took this cute little video of a marmot up on a rock when I was out at Piney Ranch last night. We played that this morning. We've seen your bear videos. We've seen some of your elk videos, moose videos, but what else you got going on? Maybe your kids, maybe a cool sunset. Send those to us. You can go to vaildailylive.com/submit for more details, or just tag us on our Instagram page too, Vail Daily Live. Just hashtag Vail Daily Live will work as well. And then we also want to hear about your chat. What do you like to do? What do you want to know about? Do you have a question for one of our guests? So different ways that you can participate with us, because we want you to feel like you're a part of our team on Vail Daily Live as well. So check out the chat. And we're happy to still be here after 30 days of Vail Daily Live. But real quick, I want to give you a look at the weather. and then also give you a look at some activities happening at Beaver Creek now and as we roll into the holiday weekend. So weather-wise today, it's beautiful this morning. We've seen Ty Diaz down in Avon. We've had Ken Hovey down in Eagle. This weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. If you need outfits for any of these different events that are happening, stop by. They've got a ton of stores on both sides of the interstate. Exit 205, about a half-hour drive from Vail, up and over Vail Pass. It's a beautiful drive this time of year as well. The Blue River goes right through there too. So bring your fishing rod if you want to do some fishing. But temperature-wise, it's a cool morning right now, but we're going to see it reach into the upper 60s and low 70s. When the sun is out, it'll feel a bit warmer. When those clouds start to build, that will cool things off. But we have a chance of showers kind of between about 3 and 5 p.m., 6 p.m., but then it's going to start to decrease. So I think it'll be perfect for the Hot Summer Nights concert, just maybe a little rainy on your walk over there. And there's covered seating there as well. The next couple of days will look like this. We'll have a chance of showers for your Wednesday. It'll start out slight chance of showers and then build to about a 70% chance of showers later on in the day. And then Thursday, same type of thing. Clear in the morning, building clouds, and then we'll see, looks like, according to the forecast right now, a nice Saturday. But you know the weather in Colorado, it's so hard to predict that far out in advance, but we'll keep our fingers crossed for a great Independence Day weekend. But Ty Diaz is standing by. He moved himself over to Ruggs Benedict. We're going to talk to Ty and Mandy right now. All right, Ty, I can see you.
Yes, thank you very much. Ty Diaz broadcasting from Ruggs Benedict in Avon, right off of Nottingham Road. And you've seen the sign from the interstate, but you're probably driving by way too fast. But take that exit and find your way here and check out the artistic, creative selection. I mean, I feel like I'm in a gallery. Everything's really beautiful and attractive. We've done 2 different topics since we were here last. Today's topic, we're looking at stock product and sustainable flooring. And to tell us more, it is Mandy Benedict of Ruggs Benedict. Thanks for having us back. How are you?
Wonderful. Thanks for coming, Ty.
I love coming in here. I think about Ruggs Benedict when I'm not here. There's so much to walk away with. The thoughts that are burned into the back of my mind are the rugs from this place. They're beautiful. So let's get into our topic today. We're excited to learn more.
Awesome. Welcome to our showroom. We have about a 12,000 square foot showroom here. So a tremendous amount of selection and different products. Today, I thought we would focus on some of our stock carpets. So we have over 120 different options here available in the Valley. So you don't have to wait on those long production times. We've got things for you that we can get installed very quickly. These are some of the options that we have. And the way that it works for us is that we're part of Carpet One, which is a buying group of over 1,000 stores. So we purchase the largest amount of flooring of any flooring purchaser. And so they'll have incredible sales on really nice products. And then we'll inventory anything from 10 to 12 different rolls of these products so that we have a huge variety with a lot of depth of inventory. So huge selection. They're about 40 to 60% off. And we have all these fixtures so you can kind of see them in large pieces. We also have some installed on our showroom floor. And then one of the nice things about these products is we have a lot of different colors in them and some little samples that you can take home with you, and then the larger pieces that you can see. But it's fun to kind of see it in your lighting and your space.
Mm-hmm. So bring something to match. Come and pick up the swatch, bring it back to your home, or a couple of pieces, and see if it's the right one for your home.
Exactly. So we'll put that back and I'll continue on the tour. We have a huge variety of fun pattern carpets. I have several different pattern sections, but we have this stock wall. Actually, we have 3 different stock walls. This is synthetic, great for like scrubbable, cleanable, puppies, heavy traffic, kiddos, that sort of thing. And then we move this direction and we start getting into our different wool products. So this entire wall is wool, which is a very sustainable product. It's environmentally friendly. And when you think of a wool suit or you think of wool area rugs, they just last forever. So it's a great product to have. It's nice and soft. You don't imagine how soft it really would be, but there's a nice feel to it. And then we have wool patterns, just a huge variety of different products, and even some things that you can make stair runners and fun products out of.
And I'm glad you mentioned that. So again, if you're the designer or the personal shopper, what we're sharing with you is that the carpet is in stock. So no waiting. You have that anxiety. My mother tends to switch the carpet out all the time. She loves to do the interior design, and I could sense the urgency. I grew up with it. And so if you're looking for it, it is here. And we're also looking at the variety of colors and, like you said, sustainable, matching your home. I started out this segment matching my wardrobe with the wall. People live that way. They want to match their
wardrobe.
Their wardrobe.
Not necessarily
Like your
wardrobe,
closet.
but we do have clients who will switch area rugs out throughout the season. So they'll kind of brighten things for the spring and put some warm tones in for the winter.
Okay.
So,
Let's walk this way. So we were talking about the runners, and I pointed out this stairwell. And if you want to take a look at this, and the eye in this fun showroom allows you to follow that runner into the next room, and the inventory is here. But the showroom, there's just so much going on here.
yes, we have a huge selection of wood flooring, of area rugs, of carpet. And the greatest thing about our carpet is that we have all employee installers, lifetime installation warranty. So you don't invest in your home and then have it not installed properly.
And if you need help, if you have that spill of Guinness or red wine, and you're saying, oh, well, this is a very expensive carpet, let me call Ruggs Benedict, and they could guide us through the steps.
Yeah, even our website or our Facebook has some what do you do with spills? And there's some great other companies in the Valley that do really well with the cleaning, but we do have some tips and tricks on our website and Facebook page.
As a bachelor, if I spill something on my carpet, I just buy a runner and cover it. I'm just kidding. Just had to use a little bit of
We've
humor.
got lots of runners for you, Ty.
But come on into Ruggs Benedict and check out the selection. Spend all day, discover, and pick up the sample pieces, the swatches, and touch it and feel it for yourself and ask a lot of questions. You could spend all day here.
You could. And we can also make it very quick for you. A lot of times people come in and they leave going, wow, that was so easy, because we really have an expert flooring design staff that helps you find just the right things in your budget.
What time do you open?
We open at 9 a.m. until 5:30 Monday through Saturday.
So many questions, so much we can talk about. And if you have any questions, please put it right there in the chat section. Mandy, I thank you very much. Broadcasting from Ruggs Benedict here in Avon. We look forward to seeing you here. The stores are open.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, guys. And so nice to know all that is in stock, because it's been hard to get appliances and different things for the home, even building materials. So Ruggs Benedict, they've got it for you. Just go in and pick it out in their beautiful gallery showroom. Like Ty said, it feels like an art gallery because you can see everything just right on display. All right, thanks, guys. Ruggs Benedict, located right there in Avon. We've got more coming up. We've got Ken Hovey standing by at the assembly. But before that, let's get to the weather. Let's give you a few details. Let's also do your lens of the day. So we're going to let you know what is going to be a good lens for today. And right this morning, it's going to be a little bit sunnier, and then the clouds will start to build before we have our showers later on this afternoon. So I thought I'd pick out the Costa Del Mar. A lot of people know it by that. So Costa Del Mar, everything they make has the polarized lenses, and you can just tell the quality. So good. This company was created almost 40 years ago by fishermen, for fishermen, but they've branched out to so many different sports now, not just water sports. You can get a lot of these in prescription as well. And Eyepieces of Vail, Eyepieces, the Art of Vision, this lens report is brought to you by Eyepieces. They can do those prescriptions for you. They can do the exam. They can get all set up. A lot of times while you wait, while you're here for your vacation, they will get that done. But the Sampan, this is a great style, kind of for everyday adventure. This is the Mark Healy's signature frame. And this frame, the frame fit is regular. So what Costa does is they have a narrow or a wide, just depending on your size head. So they want you to look the best you can look with their different styles. And then it's called the Sampan, and that's the name of the traditional Chinese fishing boat that still operates in Hawaii today. So the Sampan combines innovative technical features with 100% UV protection with the polarized lens and modern styling. I like this. A little more casual fit, not as much of a wrap. It's a good one just to take out to dinner if you're sitting on a deck later today. That's brought the lens of the day brought to you by Eyepieces. Right now, the weather brought to you by Carrots. And we want to remind you that Carolyn Tyler is coming to town. She's a wonderful jeweler. She is normally in Bali, so she comes to Vail, and she's coming this summer. She'll be here from July 2nd through July 6th, right over the 4th of July holiday, that big long weekend. And she's going to be bringing with her her awesome gems, these colorful gems from around the world, and then they put them into 22 karat gold. So here's a look at the weather, and you can see that we've got a nice temperature for today. Highs right around the upper 60s, low 70s, real cool, great for hiking, biking. You don't have to do it in the morning when it's nice and cool. And then the next couple of days look like this. We'll have a chance of showers today and the next couple of days. And then by Saturday, looks like we could see some sunshine. So that's your weather brought to you by Carrots. And I think we're going to take it down to Eagle. The Assembly. They opened last fall, I believe. I got in there one time, Ken. I was golfing in Rifle. We came back and we went to the Assembly. And then, of course, COVID had to close things down. So thank you. I had a great meal, guys. It was delicious. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Oh, looks like we've got low. Okay, Ken, we can't quite hear you. Let's try to get in and out of that. Okay, can you hop on the Wi-Fi? Oh, you're on the Wi-Fi. Try hopping off the Wi-Fi then. And then we'll come back to them. All right. So Ken always standing by in Eagle, the Assembly right there in Eagle Ranch. So it's across from Capitol Theater. It's right next to Boneyard, Seven Hermits, Color Coffee's around the corner. I was driving right in downtown Eagle Ranch the other day, going over to Helmut Fricker's birthday party. The guy turned 85. And I could see just all the activity, people hanging out at the Assembly. We also had everything going on with the theater being back open. So it was pretty nice. But in the meantime, let's look at Beaver Creek's events because they have some fun daily activities going on. And then also Jackie Green is going to be headlining their Independence Day celebration. So we're really excited about what's happening on a daily basis. Like today, we've got a dryland free outdoor dryland class, little fitness for you at 9 to 10 a.m. And then Fossil Posse Dinosaur Adventures continues, and that will be from 4 to 5:30. And that's going to be right on the plaza. Then on Wednesday, free outdoor yoga. Helmut Fricker, who I just talked about, wish him a happy birthday. Wednesday, live music from 4 to 6. And then dinner and a movie will be happening also. Now, Beaver Creek also has daily music from 2 to 8, just kind of sprinkled around the village. So it's real fun. You can go to beavercreek.com/events or go check out their app. You can download their mobile app for Android, for iPhone. It'll give you details on transportation, activities, and so much more. Okay, here's what's going on with Jackie Green. All right. I'm out of breath here. So many things happening today. But Beaver Creek is thrilled to present the return of Independence Day celebration on Sunday, July 4th. We will not have fireworks. As you heard an earlier guest say, Brian Hall, we've had to cancel fireworks due to stage 2 fire restrictions throughout Eagle County. So no fireworks are allowed. And even though we'd love to have that, we just need to be responsible. So that's the deal. But honestly, the live music is actually going to make up for a lack of the fireworks. So Jackie Green is going to play on Sunday night. And the music will actually start with Sherry Porto. She'll be performing from 2:30 to 3, and then again at 5 to 6:30. The Stars, Stripes, and Slides events will be open all day for the kids. They're going to have food available, drinks available right there on the outside on the Hyatt lawn, and you won't want to miss it. The event will go to about 9 p.m. With Jackie Green taking the stage at 7:30. But that's a look at Jackie Green coming to Beaver Creek for the 4th of July celebration. But speaking of 4th of July, what are you going to make on the grill? Well, here's a few grilling tips from our man, Sean Naylor, with his On the Grill segment.
Hello everyone, this is Sean Naylor with the Vail Daily, and today on the grill, we're going to be grilling some burgers. This meat right here, it's been marinating in soy sauce and garlic all day long. So what I'm doing right here is I'm slapping the patty, making it up. You don't want any big visible creases up and around top. What you want is a nice, smooth surface on, and then throw her on the grill. Got some onions and olive oil and salt. Now I'm just going to throw here in this here skillet. Drop that on. Top that off. Put the lid back on. And drink Dr. Pepper. This segment is also unofficially brought to you by Dr. Pepper. You're welcome. Please sponsor me. All right, it's time to take a look. Woo! So this is perfect. We got a little bit of char on the bottom, and then the top is still juicy and brown. This is Sean Naylor, assistant editor at the Vail Daily, and thank you for watching On the Grill.
When it comes to buying quality flooring for your Colorado home, there's only one store in the Vail Valley to choose from, Ruggs Benedict. Having served the Vail Valley for over 40 years, you can be confident that you are working with true flooring experts. With hundreds of choices in stock and the combined buying power of 1,000 Carpet One stores, we will find incredible deals for you. Ruggs Benedict offers the best selection in area rugs, hardwood flooring, carpet, and luxury vinyl, so that you can find the perfect fit to fill the beautiful space in your home or business and have it installed right away. We don't use freelancers, and neither should you. Rest assured and let our full-time staff of professionals at Ruggs Benedict install your new floor with the highest quality standards and a lifetime installation guarantee. So stop by and pay us a visit at our 10,000 square foot showroom in Avon and let our team find you incredible deals and a flawless flooring experience. Because at Ruggs Benedict, we know floors.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. Ty Diaz is standing by in Avon. He's going to give us the details on the weather today. And Ty, what's in the background? Where are you at? All right.
Okay, so a little bit of a viewing shot still hanging out in the Ruggs Benedict parking lot area because it was just difficult to walk away from these views. Not easy to do as we're looking more west, I-70 here and the mountain range over there at Vail Mountain. Panning on through, seeing how busy Avon is looking as we're wrapping up the month of June. The sky conditions are fantastic. Cooler temperatures, still picking up some blue skies as well as those clouds and ideal temperatures out here as well. Really nice stuff. This weather is brought to you by the possibilities in Avon. But temperature-wise, this morning we started out 48 degrees, and as we move through the day, we're going to find our way into the 60s. And with still chances, 30% chance for showers in the forecast for today. But again, these views are just irresistible, and I just wanted to share with you and show you more of what the day and the morning is looking like. A lot of traffic out here. So bundle up if you feel that it's chilly for you, if you're not from this region, this area. But be prepared to experience and feel the sun while you're out here. You're going to be in a higher elevation. You're going to find those cooler temperatures out there. Put on that sunscreen. Keep an eye on one another. Hydrate often. We are in the mountains, 30% is oxygen for breathing, and you can certainly feel the exertion. Dehydration is also really just rapid out here. But again, it's just a gorgeous day. Prepare for anything. It's Colorado. Just give it 5 minutes, and it could be another type of a weather for us as we've experienced. Looking at the next couple of days, still keeping chances of showers in the forecast. Day and night for cooler temperatures, not in the triple digits. We're not in the 90s. We're not in the upper 80s at scorcher, but it seems that we are closer to the sun being up here. Things are looking fantastic as we wrap up the month of June, as I'm sharing with you right there. Possibilities for sunshine pretty much every day. Chances of showers also in the forecast, but pretty ideal around here. This weather is brought to you by Possibilities in Avon, Weekly Art Expo. Discover your masterpiece. Go to avonpossibilities.com. And but yeah, this is Avon. Beaver Creek right behind us.
Okay. Yeah, it looks beautiful. You can see Beaver Creek right there in the background, see all the runs, and see the clouds kind of starting to build a little bit too. But still, a beautiful morning to get out there and do that bike ride, that hike, walking the dog, maybe play some golf. We got it all for you. Okay. Thank you, Ty.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Yes. So a few things happening today. Once again, we want to let you know about Tiki Tuesdays. That's happening over at the Grand Hyatt Vail. A lot of people wonder, like, what? Where's that? Is that the park guide? No, the Grand Hyatt Vail is the old Hotel Talisa. It was also the Cascade Club. It was the Westin way back in the day. They've got that Chair 26 that brings you up to the ski slopes of the winter, but they've got a fun tiki bar. And that tiki cafe, their tiki grill, is basically open from 11 to 4 daily. And they have everything like jerk chicken and some just awesome mango ribs, I think is one of the things on the menu. So that is happening. And that'll be going on 11 to 4. But then on Tuesdays, they offer drink specials. And they have these super cool drink vessels that are like, the tiki doll, and they put the flower in and the straw and the umbrella. You really feel like you're kind of at the beach, although you're just along the banks of the Gore. That's where their swimming pool overlooks. So this deck is right next to a cool looking fire pit, and then the pools and the hot tubs are down below. So it should be a neat place to hang out. So check that out if you're looking for a place to go tonight before Donovan Frankenreiter plays for free at the Hot Summer Nights concert series. But a few other things going on. Rachel, you just gave me a note and I can't remember what it was. Oh, lacrosse shootout. Hey, lacrosse shootout's going on right now. Started on the 26th of June. It's going to be happening all the way through July 4th. This brings in thousands of people actually to play, to coach, to work at the event, to volunteer, to spectate. So that is going to be something you'll notice all around town. The lacrosse fields throughout the Vail Valley will be filled with lacrosse players. It's a long-standing tradition in Colorado. Started in Aspen in 1973, and then they brought it over to Vail in 1979. And so when I mean long-standing tradition, it is a long-standing tradition. And you'll see the bars and the restaurants packed with people that are just enjoying this. And after their games, they come into town, they flood down. You'll see people walking around with their sticks. And it's just a fun, cool event. And it's mostly for college and older. Last week we had the Vail Lacrosse tournament, which was the younger kids. Now we're going college on up, all the way to the Masters Division, Veterans Division. So all ages will be playing lacrosse throughout the Vail Valley. But let's take it down Valley. We have Ken Ovey standing by, and he is at the Assembly in Eagle. Hey guys, do we have you?
Yeah, I think so.
I hear you. Yes, I hear you
Hey.
now. Yay!
Yay, the magic. Good to see you. Great to see you.
Thank
Jamie
you.
and Caleb. I am going to tell Tricia this. You were talking about, I've been in here years ago when it was a different restaurant. Not here since it's the Assembly. Good work.
Thank you.
This
Thank you very
place
much.
is amazing. It is so beautiful inside. Tell us about the restaurant.
Sure. So we opened in August of last year, peak pandemic during wildfire season. It was a wild ride. But we just love being in Eagle, love being in Eagle Ranch, really love being here with our community. We are a fresh, seasonal, and globally inspired restaurant. So our menu really draws inspiration from all over the world, changes really frequently. We use a lot of seasonal ingredients. Amazing wine program that my husband Caleb curated for us.
Then you match. So that's got to be a challenge right there because, seasonal, you're planning ahead, everything changes, and you've got to make them perfect, match them up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we have a lot of great partners with our wine program, and it's been really fun to kind of bring in stuff that does fit the season, because wine can be seasonal too in the sense of what sounds good and what's refreshing and what can really pair well with that.
And I want to say to our viewers out there, trust me, come down here and see it. It is a whole, I wish I could show everyone around, but I really wanted to focus today on the food and, kind of the hours and what's going on for your summer planning. I know you guys are doing private parties, but get down here because it's just so comfortable. You come in, the seating in here, the way it's set up, the outside seating.
Yes.
You put a lot of effort into the redesign of this location.
Yeah, we really felt like we wanted to build a space that was going to be really inviting and comfortable and also functional for our community. So, we did a full remodel of the restaurant, and we really put a lot of effort into it feeling as welcoming as you're describing.
It shows.
It's been really fun. We were talking earlier about how nice it's been, especially now that town is getting busy again with the summer. We every night have tables come in and their friends are sitting in one table down, a coworker's a couple tables over. We have parties joining tables together because they didn't realize their best friend had a reservation 15 minutes later. So it's just been really fun, and that's what we want the space to be for our town.
And I love it. To give you an idea, it's such a community area, and the location, we are directly across from Capitol Theater, the brewery across, kind of catty corner. This is a bustling area. You got the kids cruising around on their bikes, and Eagle Ranch is a family area. And the thing I like, not just the ability to come in here and sit as a family, but the menu, healthy eating. It is so important, and that's really your primary focus.
Absolutely. We are trying to kind of balance delicious flavors, inspired flavors. We've got an incredible team in our kitchen. Our chef de cuisine, Craig Hobbs, is super creative, as are all the guys working alongside him. We've got an amazing bartender who's doing the same thing, pulling out a lot of those same seasonal flavors. But really finding that balance between delicious food and food that's going to be good for you. We've got a lot of friends with dietary restrictions, preferences, and so we've been trying to make sure the menu meets that. We've got options that are pescatarian, vegan, gluten-free, just the way they exist on the menu without us having to modify them. So we really want it to be a space where everybody can find something delicious.
Where do you guys get the energy?
I don't know.
I've been here for like 30 minutes trying to get everything set up, and just to talk to you about, you had never been in the restaurant business, and here you are, you've assembled this incredible team. You had a passion, like a true passion for building something like this, and I applaud you. I mean, it looks so fantastic. And earlier today, we had Brian Hall on from the town, and I mentioned I was coming here, and he was like, "Oh, Ken, fabulous place, love going." He gave the rundown. I mean, your diners are becoming your biggest fans.
Totally, that was the goal all along, and it's we're super flattered that it's turned out that way.
Absolutely.
Good. What if I was to come in tonight? What would you suggest? I'm a hearty eater.
We are not open on Tuesdays, so don't come in tonight.
Oh, okay. I just sit outside knocking on the window.
Yeah.
Let's say, leading into the fourth, what are some of your favorite things on the menu?
Some of our favorite things on the menu right now, we've been doing a really fun rotating house-made chips and dip, which has been super, super successful. So right now it's a smoked salmon dip. We make the potato chips in-house. We smoke the salmon ourselves. We've done smoked trout dip. We've done a French onion dip.
This is the kind that at the end you're looking around the table. Who's going for the last chip? It's like
that's been really, really fun. And then I'm really partial as a non-vegan, non-gluten-free person. I eat everything. Our
same boat.
Roasted maitake mushroom happens to be vegan, gluten-free. The way it exists on the menu, we make our own hoisin sauce because most hoisin sauces that you purchase have gluten in them.
I have no idea. What is a hoisin sauce?
So our hoisin sauce, I'll let you talk about it because you make it.
Well, ours is a lot of different ingredients. So hoisin sauce traditionally is Vietnamese plum sauce. Okay. So it's kind of like a sweet and tangy sauce. But ours has a lot of different flavors in it with some tahini. So it's really nice, kind of sweet, tart, nutty. Goes well with the roast.
I'm like Pavlov's dog right now. I'm salivating. I love eating, obviously, but I love it when you're just like consuming it and you're like, hey, it's good for me.
Absolutely.
Like this is good fuel for me. So, a little less guilt on that. What about desserts?
The dessert program is really fun. We make all of our desserts in-house. A couple of them are my secret recipes, which is pretty fun to have on the menu. Our most popular dessert right now is like total nostalgia indulgence. It is a brown butter crispy treat sundae. So we make homemade brown butter Rice Krispie treats, crumble them up, put them on top of ice cream, house-made caramel sauce. That one is a total hit.
I could eat ice cream for breakfast.
I hear you. We put cereal on top of it, so it's breakfast now.
Oh, my goodness. And you have a daughter, right?
We do.
So do you ever test any of your flavors on her? See if she likes them?
She is an adorable tiny foodie for sure. She loves crispy treats.
It's good. A good test pattern. We have a lot of kids. We're going through your menu here right now. I mean, looking at some of the options on here, and I'm getting close to the camera to read it. I mean, this is a wide selection there's something for everyone there.
Absolutely.
Totally. That's been the idea. I mean, I think we're trying to keep it kind of tight selection, but bringing ideas and inspirations from around the world. So.
I really, truly, in just sitting here and looking at the menu, I get kind of like the farm to table feel.
A little bit,
and I know that's cliche, but I feel like you're really working hard to get local ingredients, things that don't have preservatives in them, and to get them more directly to the consumer, not have them sitting around for a long time.
Well, and everything that we have in the restaurant is made fresh. We try to get things local as much as we can. We were talking about some big hits on the menu. Our New York strip steak is a huge hit, and what makes that local is we make our own fries and we toss them in a sauce that we make with Sendy sauce.
Oh, I love that.
So the fries
stuff.
are tossed with Sendy sauce and Gorgonzola cheese. Exactly. So the fries may not be local. I don't know if they're growing potatoes here in Eagle, but the sauce is totally local.
Yeah, Sendy sauce is delicious.
Absolutely. The Sendy sauce fries have been a huge hit.
Man, I'm ready to come. We've got some images up. I'm so glad that I got appointed to do this interview today because
we're so happy to have you.
I've driven by and I've seen the new signs, and to be honest, I hadn't come in, and now that I'm in, I am going to recommend to all of our viewers out there, come by the assembly. Come in, and if you're not open today, just hopefully there'll be a lot of fingerprints on the glass of people standing against the window looking in and going,
speaking of our daughter, there's a lot of fingerprints on the inside of the door looking out.
It's good. I love that. And that's so important in the Eagle Ranch area and in Eagle. I mean, this is a community area with a lot of families. So what's on the kids menu?
The kids menu is super cute. So we have a 3-course kids menu, and we pace it out so that your kids are eating with you so that you can all sit and enjoy dinner together. We do a creamy tomato soup. We put goldfish on top of it, which is pretty adorable. And then we do a house-made hummus and veggies.
Good stuff.
We do flatbread pizza. We have a kids portion of the steak, a kids portion of salmon, and then the kids dessert. We've actually had adults order the kids dessert. We do build your own sundae. So they get ice cream and a bunch of toppings. They can build their sundae themselves. And then we do these really cute fruit skewers that we top with a marshmallow that has been dipped in chocolate and sprinkles.
You guys are geniuses. You're very smart. You're very talented. But now you're in genius level because every kid that comes here now and gets it, they're going to want to come back because you do it better than mom and dad probably most times, right? Well, tell us what are your hours and reservations, open table? What's the best way? I'm ready to come down here.
Yeah. So right now we're open Wednesday through Sunday, dinner service starting at 5. And so about half of our seats are available for reservations, and then the other half are walk-in only. So
congratulations.
Whatever you guys
Thank
want.
you.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Can't wait to have you.
My wife's watching this morning, I guarantee.
Well, we'll see you this weekend.
Yeah, I will be. It's going to be a busy weekend for
Absolutely,
you all.
yeah.
Congratulations on everything, and also way to keep moving right ahead.
Thank
Tricia,
you.
can you imagine opening such an awesome restaurant during a pandemic, right? That was a challenge alone, and they've done it beautifully. Tricia, come in here. This is right up your alley. I can picture Tricia with the girls, champagne, little wine, little bike
Totally.
ride.
You know what? And I did come to the assembly. I'd gone golfing out at Rifle, and on our way back, we called. Remember Dan and Michelle? We used to work with Michelle, and they live in Eagle Ranch now. So we came there, and I think it was October. It was before the pandemic shut us down and everything. So I did get in there, and it was such a beautiful place and a great menu, friendly staff, and you walk us through the choices and help us make all the right choices. So
Tricia,
and good cocktails too.
I also have to say, this is the cleanest restaurant I've ever seen in my life, right? And this is the morning after. I'm looking around like the details here. I love this kind of thing, and just like the feel of it. It's such a warm, inviting place, and the food, that menu, you saw it.
Yeah, and you know what? Hey, Scott, our executive producer, he's asking we should have a VDL night. We should go down there.
And actually, Tricia, I wanted, if you could give me one more minute, you're doing private parties.
We are doing private parties. We just started now that all the restrictions have been lifted. We're looking at about 35 people in the dining room for private dinners. We do full buyouts. We've got our beautiful patio, so we can do cocktail hour and that sort of thing before dinner. We love doing it. We've done a couple and they've been so much fun.
I want to do it. There it is. There you go, Trish.
Shoot us an email. We'd love to have you.
Tricia, we've been on air for a month. I mean, there's a reason to celebrate. This is the place definitely to do it.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Thanks, you guys. So fun.
Thank
And
you.
keep in mind, they're open Wednesday through Sunday. So if you try to go tonight, you're going to end up empty handed. So head on down to the Eagle River Park instead and check out the fun events happening with the Whitewater Water Throwdown. And that'll be this evening, 4:30 registration, 5:30 a little safety talk, 5:35 the action kicks off. So after work, you can head down there. They have some food drinks available. Apparently, you can have an open container, so you can have a little beer, some wings, that sort of thing. But let's take it down to Ty Diaz. He's standing by back in Avon. And Ty, hey, just a few steps away from you, you've got Beaver Creek, and Beaver Creek has been doing a lot of fun things for free, family-friendly events every single day. And we're rolling into their Independence Day celebration too. But today they've got their free outdoor dryland fitness class, and then Billy Doran with his Fossil Posse. You've heard this, right? You've seen Billy when he looks like Crocodile Dundee with his hat and everything.
Oh man, Raiders of the Lost Ark or whatever, anything with from a childhood movie that's wearing a hat, is probably Billy Doran, and he'll find it with his dinosaur camp that he has right down from Walcott. So as you didn't leave our location here in Avon by Ruggs Benedict, but to kind of pan a little further, the next exit is Edwards, and one more down we'll have the Walcott exit, and that's where you can find Billy Doran's dinosaur camp. But as we continue to pan on over, we're sharing with you Beaver Creek right over here. So Tuesdays in Beaver Creek, you can find a lot of family fun events going on. And so you'll find Billy Doran there as well. Log on to beavercreek.com to check out the links. They do everything from movies on the lawn. You'll find the yoga in the park. You'll find your live music, indoor, outdoor, with Helmet Fricker. That's always fun. Plenty going on. But preparing for the day, no matter what it brings, it's still morning time. It's starting to feel that sun on us right now, so sunscreen is going to be very helpful to a lot of you out there. Keeping chances of rain in the forecast as you discover Beaver Creek today and all of their events over here. You can find your daily scenic gondola rides. Hiking is available. But I did learn that Beaver Creek, that they did take out the disc golfing up there. But bike haul, do your hikes, your trails. Be prepared for it. Beaver Creek's pretty steep if you're out there. The hiking trails, they pretty much zigzag straight down the terrain, so watch your knees, have the right footwear out there, but make sure to discover Beaver Creek while you're there. I know that they used to do the ice skating in the summertime. Tricia, I haven't been up there this summer yet.
I know.
If that's still going on.
You know what? They're not going to do the ice skating this year because what they do is they turn it into kind of like lawn games. They've got shuffleboard, they've got the picnic tables and everything are there instead. So they don't have the ice skating in the summer. The mountain sun, the altitude that we're at, it just gets a little too hot, and it's hard to keep it frozen like all during the day, is my understanding. So
well, I'm still a fan.
Yeah, I know. I'm still a fan too. And then don't forget the Independence Day celebration. Jackie Green will be taking the stage. Just a lot of fun things happening on that day. Stars, stripes, and slides. Ty, this is like a bunch of huge slides, inflatables. The kids are going down them. That's going to start in the afternoon. And then they're going to have food, drinks. You can spend the whole day there before listening to the live music going on Sunday night on the actual Independence Day is what will be happening up at Beaver Creek.
Is it on your list yet? You, the viewer, put it on your list. And in the chat box, you're more than welcome to communicate with us live during the show. If we said anything and we've implored you and got you ready to go, you just let us know in the chat box. I'm in. The whole family, we're going. We will mention your family's name and your comment if it bodes with our segment and it's something that we can safely say. But we would like to hear from you on Vail Daily Live. We do have the chat feature. You can subscribe on Facebook and with YouTube. Follow along. But again, it is live, and we're live from your home in the chat feature. We look forward to spending your time with Beaver Creek together here on the show. But then, if you want to see Beaver Creek as we're wrapping up the show, here's a view of Beaver Creek. Thanks for having us. Ty Diaz signing off in Avon.
Okay, thank you so much, Ty. Thanks for the view of Beaver Creek. And don't forget, the lifts are open at Vail Village, Lionshead Village, and Beaver Creek. If you want to go up the gondola today, you can do so. 9, 8:30 to about 4 over in Vail. I believe it's 9:30 to 4:30 over at Beaver Creek, and their last downloads at 5 p.m. All right, that's a look at today's show. A few activities happening around. Don't let the weather keep you away from Donovan Frankenreiter tonight. We've got a great show happening for you this evening, 6:30 with Hot Summer Nights. We'll see you there.